In this week's YouTube video, we're going to focus on whether Italy are becoming a top-tier rugby nation. So their recent improvements, especially in the Six Nations, have begging the question of whether they are now a top-tier rugby nation with the ability to compete. So the Six Nations 2 years ago, they lost all 5 games and lost them all comprehensively, only managing to pick up 1 point, picking up the wooden spoon in this competition. However, when you then look at the Six Nations this year, they managed to get 11 points where they had 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, which it could have had 3 wins if they'd managed to kick a last-minute penalty against France. And these are the recent results. They drew with France, they managed to beat Scotland, managed to beat Italy, fell to Samoa, but then they beat Tonga and Japan. So they've had 6 wins out of the last 5 games. And you compare this to where they were previously, it's a massive, massive improvement. Especially when you look at the Rugby World Cup being only 8 months ago, where they were beaten quite comfortably by New Zealand 96-17 and France 67. So what has led to this change? It'll be an interesting autumn internationals for Italy as they face Argentina, Georgia, and New Zealand, and whether this improvement continues from the Six Nations. They've had a great campaign and a great opportunity for them to improve. So, the Italian attacking improvements, what have they done to allow themselves to improve? Firstly, their set piece has been massively improved, as well as an increased attacking quality, greater ability to break teams down. As well as this, they win the first phase gainline battle, which places the team on the front foot and allows them to move the ball wide second and third phase, where they've got an electric back three and they're able to make breaks and put the team on the front foot and actually score some really, really good tries. So, lots of improvement in the attack. And you'll see this in the set piece here. In the 3 games they managed to get positive results from in the Six Nations, these were against Wales, against Scotland, and against France. The amount of set piece penalties they managed to get, and these happen from all over the pitch. Against bigger packs, they have the ability to give themselves a nice basis and nice set play to play off with a good, really good attacking scrum. They're able to win penalties and play from quick, clean ball. This is a massive opportunity for them why they've been so good recently, especially in the Six Nations campaign, was their ability to create penalties at the set piece, allowing them to create 30, 40 metres by kicking the ball further down the field just from a simple scrum penalty with their dominance at the set piece. As well as this, you look at their sort of attacking quality, and one part of their attacking quality is their ability to win the gain line battle of first phase. They were real focus on this. You can see that gain line there previously, and you now see where they were here. That's a 5-6 meters from that carrier there on top of the gain line. Put in Italy on the front foot, which then allows them to play round the corner using their more electric backs, with Louis Lana getting his hands on the ball here in the outside channel. And you can see how they've made an easy 15-20 meters there, eventually picking up the penalty for a high tackle from George North. A really simple way of playing rugby, but something that Italy were never able to do previously. And you'll see this being a common theme of their play, especially in this Wales game, their ability to play off the top but actually win that first phase battle. Once again, they play one more phase of forward rugby here. This one they bounce back, get in there, outside backs on the ball, some really good attacking lines, and they are able to find Monty Ioane, who then finds the loose ball in the outside channel, and they've made lots of meters in there just from that big first phase carry. Once again here, see the disconnection between the forwards and the backs from the edge of the maul, trying to put Vincent through the hole there and put him on the front foot. It's a great chance for them to play from there. They eventually end up kicking, but it's a brilliant opportunity for them to play from, all because they're able to create this go-forward ball. They do it a number of different ways, being a bit more inventive here, looking for that 9 on the inside and then keeping the ball alive. You see against this French team, they're able to there easily create 20, 30 metres. Once again, Vincent looking to identify that space just between the backs and forwards off the maul and creating an easy 30, 40 metres. One final clip here, where they're able to actually make a really good break off it. Stephen Von is then able to pick up the offload, and they're able to actually turn a really defensive position into a really good attacking position just because their quality there. As well as this, their attacking quality has been huge, and they're able to test teams in a number of different ways. So not only is it this ball carrying ability to create front football, they're also able to put them under pressure and provide different pitches to the attacking team. So providing different attacking pitches has been key for them to being successful. They're not become one-dimensional they used to be. They're actually able to play a number of different attacking pitches with some really talented backlines. This first phase try is an exact example of their attacking quality. So as you can see here, they think they're going to carry down the middle due to how they've looked to play. This then means the Wales defence thinks that's where the contact's going to happen, and they're a negative sort of line speed on the outside. This time they're attacking quality there. They find Monty on it, they find it through the hole, and a brilliant bit of footwork here allows them to score the try. So the ability to match up their attacking quality to go alongside their physical presence off set piece is huge. I spoke of their electric back three earlier, and Monty is one of those people. His ability to, when the ball is kicked to him, finds the space, and so as well, that ability to have footwork and create breaks, something they've probably been lacking over the years. As well as this, their kicking game's improved massively. So their ability to identify space and put balls through has created a lot of tries for them. So their overall attacking quality and skill set has massively improved, and a probable reason why they are able to compete with the likes of Scotland, the likes of France, and the likes of Wales in the Six Nations campaign. One last clip here of their attacking quality comes off a set piece. 14-3 down in the game under a lot of pressure. Once again, using that kicking ability, something that comes quite naturally to the Italian team, they're able to score a try. So as well as our attacking improvements, they have a number of defensive improvements. So firstly, transition in defence. So previously, Italy were known for leaking tries, but now there is a focus on winning the transition battle in defence. So when an attacking opportunity is created, it's preventing this turning into a try and actually getting back into the game to turn the ball over. As well as this, like a number of teams, they use outside pressure to use umbrella defence. But we'll look at the transition here to begin with. So you see the number of teams will make breaks and they will make breaks throughout the game, but it's the ability of the Italian team to get back and be on the ball. You can see where the contact's going to happen here, the amount of Italian players that surrounding the threat to ensure they can get here, they can get a turnover with their captain winning the turnover here, telling what was a brilliant opportunity for Wales with a transition to then win the ball back and be able to clear your lines. Rio Dial here once again. As you see, you've got three Wales attackers in the frame, but the number of Italian defenders that are working back to get themselves into position. So when this ball comes out, they're able to make a positive contact because they've worked back. They've got four men ready to go and make a defensive hit. And you'll see this from the back view in a second. Their ability to work from the outside of their forwards to get towards the attacking threats, they can then create a defensive line for the second, third phase. So as this tackle is made here, the ability for them to work back, get themselves square, get themselves available for the attacking Wales line. They then get that offensive line set so they can then turn the ball over. This one here is another brilliant bit of defence in that transition period. You think it's a foreseen try here under the post with inside ball from Rio Dara, but Vincent's work and his speed as a back rower to catch the scrum half here makes a brilliant tackle. But then also to attack this breakdown, they end up turning this ball over here. So what you could see is an easy try for Wales, which would have been before for Italy. They actually work themselves back into the game to turn that ball over. When they're playing the teams like France and Scotland, have that ability to break the ball down, it's massive. That inside pressure here forces them to go onto the outside, forces that French attack to go onto the outside, which actually makes it easier for the Italian defence to come across rather than being an inside ball. They're able to cover the ball, really good defence, really good communication, allows them to make this tackle, and it forces a poor offload from Penaud, which eventually gets turned over. So you'll see it's a number of times. This transition has become a key part of Italy's ability to stay in games and prevent them leaking tries and conceding 40, 50 points like they used to in the Six Nations. Their ability to tap the breakdown after a transition, they know they need to slow the ball down to allow their defence to get back onto their feet and to allow them to form a defensive line. So slowing the breakdown here for 3 or 4 seconds means as soon as Penaud then gets this ball here, Italy's defensive line is set and ready to go. And although France have made a break, they're not as set and ready to be effective as usual. There's still a number of mistakes within the Italian team, but even when these mistakes do happen, and like Andy Christie picks up on here, the work rate of the whole Italian team to get back here, they end up winning the pen with a great bit of work from Brex in the centres to make the tackle and get back on his feet and turn the ball over. Just shows the importance of that transition D. And then finally, their outside pressure. It's been massive improvement. A lot of teams use this umbrella defence. They push from the outside. You can see here that Brex identifies the ball is coming out the back. So he presses really hard. As soon as he does this, Montioni has to do this as well. They press really hard and they force the error in the outside channel and force them to turn the ball over. You see this is a common theme of their defence. They look to press really high. Even if they don't quite get them every time, it forces a miss pass and a mistake in the attacking third just because of the pressure they're putting on them. This one here would have been an interception try if it wasn't for the penalty advantage, but watch Montioni on the outside here. He's not in a position ready to go now, but as soon as he puts the hammer down and puts the pressure on, they're trying to prevent the ball from getting into those outside channel and force errors like this, where they can turn the ball over and try and create tackle opportunities from their defence, rather than just being a team that just actually concedes tries. They actually turn the defence into an attacking threat. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure to go and watch the previous video of how the Springboks achieved consecutive World Cup glory.